Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Homestead. First time ever on this channel, we're going to do a wood boiler shootout. Now, I am partnering for this video series with Matt about 1,000 miles, almost exactly, out in Wisconsin. He's got a YouTube channel called Trees to Firewood. I'll overlay a picture now. I suggest, number one, you go over there and follow him. He's got great content. He heats with a boiler, has a tree service, has a kiln, and sells firewood. What else could you want on a YouTube channel? But anyways, we're teaming up to do a wood boiler shootout. Okay, so weighing in corner number one is our central boiler, CL6048 Classic non-gassification boiler. This is heating up 400 gallons of water, and this is heating approximately a 3,200 square foot home with 6 heating zones, a floor grid, and a hot water tank. Now, weighing in on the other side, way across the pond, is Matt's machine. That is a Heatmaster, I got it right here, Heatmaster G10000. That has approximately 270 gallons in the water jacket, and it is a gassification model. Now, Matt is heating almost double the square footage. That's a key point here. Double the square footage. He is heating a shop and a house totaling about 6,500 square feet. So here we have my central boiler, CL6048 Classic, 400 gallons of water jacket, heating a 3,200 square foot home. And Matt's got his model, he's heating 6,000 square feet, and his model is 270 gallons of water. So we're trying to get this as apple to apple as we can. He's got a more efficient machine, but he's got double the heat load. So it's going to be interesting to see where this falls in line compared to that. Now, if you don't know what a natural draft or non-gasification boiler is, what you see is what you get. If I open the door here, you just got a rip snorting fire in there. That's it. Nothing fancy. There's a baffle wall, and I'll overlay some photos here. There's a baffle wall. That's how the classics work here. Clearly, obviously, they're a little bit less efficient. Now I'll cut away and show you Matt's machine, kind of a cutaway of that. The gasification process pretty much takes the flames or takes the exhaust, runs it through some heat exchangers. It's kind of like a turbo catalytic converter, just kind of like a reburn, it sucks up all the extra heat. We obviously get some heat loss directly out of the chimney, so be it. Now let's get into the actual race. Matt and I were conversing back and forth, and we're like, how do we keep this apple to apple? You know, we get different machines, different heat loads, different blah, blah, blah. We are burning, him and I are burning 40 pieces of seasoned cherry. Now, those of you who are the true believers to the channel, this is the roadside cherry. Now, that wood was sitting on the side of the road for a year. We have almost 2 cords of it here, and it's well seasoned. The last time I split this was 21%. So we have approximately 40, I almost said 400, 40 pieces of seasoned cherry wood cut to 16 plus or minus inches that we are gonna stuff into the machine and see how long of a burn it gets. So it's gonna be interesting to see. We're gonna load this machine up tonight. He loaded his at 8:15. Here's what he told me. He's gonna load his at 8:15. I'm gonna load mine probably, I don't know if I'll get to it at 8. I work in the afternoon, so we'll see. I'll show you the time. We'll be completely transparent. So we will see you guys when it gets dark out. We're gonna let our coals burn down to pretty much nothing, and then hopefully we're going to be able to have a nice coal bed and load all 40 pieces in and see how it looks in the morning. 39 and 40. 40 pieces of cherry. Let's give you a quick walk around. There we are. 40 beautiful pieces of cherry. This is campfire, this is wood stove size, all 16 inches. We got 40 here. This is seasoned within 18, 19, 20% moisture content. Yeah. All right, folks, as promised, we're back out by the boiler. We have all of our wood covered. It's starting to rain as nature promised. Wood boiler is at 175. It's trying to run. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay, very good. So we got 1 piece of maple in there. We had a good coal bed. What we're gonna do is we're gonna kick that piece of maple to the very far back. Then we're gonna load in our cherry. We'll kick that all the way back and it'll kind of fizzle out because number one, I ain't taking it out. And number two, we just been milking it all day to get a nice coal bed. So let's hit you guys up, boot that back, then we'll load it up. All right, let's go ahead and just boot this to the back. There we go. Yeah, all we've been doing all day is waiting for this moment to load in our 40 pieces of wood. Okay, there we go, folks. Look at that coal bed. Yep, let's do it. We're doing it live. I'm gonna kind of stack these somewhat nice. We'll see how it goes. Ready? We're gonna keep it rolling. I think we can go too deep. Can we go too deep? Yeah, I think we can. 40 seems like a lot. Okay, so that's 4. Wow, we need 10 rows of that. Yeah, we're gonna have to see, folks. Yeah, that's 36 inches. 16 and 16. Yeah, I guess we're probably gonna give up on stacking it. Trying to keep most of it in the front of the firebox, which I think we can do. Should be able to. Yeah, let's try to keep it up to the front. Still rolling? We're still rolling. This stuff smells great. Starting to pop a little bit. I hear it popping. I bet you we could have got all the wood up front. No, think of it. 40 in there. That's a lot of wood. We're still going. Hoping not boring you to death by stacking it, but trying to keep all things transparent. Let's fill on the side here. Wow, that's a lot. That's 100% gonna last longer than the number to beat, I guess, is 12. Wow. So we got 36 pieces stacked up front. Can you guys see that? Let me guys right in. All transparency here. 36 pieces of cherry. Yeah, it's already going. 36 pieces of cherry in the front and 4 in the secondary row there. Let us see. Let me show you guys. Keeping all things transparent. We're a little early. It is Friday. Can you see that? Is my light making it worse? December 20th at 19:21. 7:21, December 1st. To give you the time there. I'm trying not to. Yeah, you get the idea right there. All things transparent. Okay, let's shut the door and we'll see where it's at in the morning. That's a lot of freaking wood. All right, oh, I gotta take a picture. I gotta send it to Matt. It's starting to go, definitely. I definitely could have got those 4 pieces on the top there, but hey, you live and you learn. Okay, that's it. Off we go. See you in the morning. All right, folks, it's the next day. 8 a.m. December 2nd. Let me pause. Yep. 8 a.m. December 2nd. I see some haze out of the chimney. Not sure what we're walking into. Let us have a look here. We'll do this as live as we can do it. So it's 172. The damper's on. Let's see where we're at. Oh, let's yeah, we still got some wood in there. Where's my, oh, I don't have my tripod. We're gonna improvise. We're gonna use our world famous log cart here. Look at that. whopping 30 degrees last night. Okay, so here's one of the first 4 pieces I put in. So we had 4 there. Here's one on the side. Look at that. So 4, 5, 6. And we got number 7 here. That's not bad at all, actually. Okay, let's have a final look. So after 13 hours, just about 13 hours, we have a good pile of coals, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 pieces left, plus all the coals. As you can see, I don't know if you can see that maple piece we pushed back, still sitting there, probably dry as a bone. But I would guarantee you this would probably run, I mean, I'm not trying to nitpick here, but this isn't completely burnt out yet. This would still heat the boiler. I'd imagine we'd probably get, from this wood here, I'd say we'd probably get another 2 hours out of that, 2-3 hours out of that. We have to go to a tree job now, so I'm gonna be gone all day, so I'm going to load it. It's 32 degrees today, so I'm gonna go ahead and say 14 hours. 14 hours, 40 pieces of wood, that's what we got. Because that coal bed is deep. This machine would run, I guarantee you, probably for another 2 hours with that wood just like that sitting in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and say 14. I'm gonna be gone all day, so I don't want it to burn out completely. So it's 8 in the morning. We loaded this last night with 40 pieces of wood at like 7:20 or whatever it was. It's 8 o'clock now, and we still have that much wood left. I'm gonna go ahead and say 14-hour burn time is what I'm gonna say. I can confidently say that. So we're gonna go ahead and load it with some wood for the day, and yeah, I'm actually gonna wrap up now before I load it up. I'd like to thank Matt. His channel is called Trees to Firewood. If you didn't catch any of it earlier, go over to his channel, show him some love, watch his video, subscribe to his channel. He does epic stuff when it comes to tree work and processing wood and kindling and boiler stuff, so he's got some great content there. So I'd like to thank Matt for working back and forth with me to help. It was actually his idea to do this video series. So yeah, that was fun. We got probably 14 hours on the Classic. He got 12 hours, but again, keep in mind he was doing double the heat load, and it was 17. We only had a low of 30, so he had a low of 17, double the square footage, and burned pretty much the same amount of wood. Now obviously I know gassification machines are more efficient. Doesn't mean I'm not sold on it completely, but for his situation, pretty cool. He burned the same amount of wood, 40 pieces of cherry seasoned, and got 12-hour burn. I did 40 pieces of cherry, also seasoned, and I was still cooking in there, but I got 14-hour burn time. I would probably say another couple hours that would go. I know this machine well enough. So that's pretty neat. That's pretty cool. Double the square footage. You know, you got all those extra heat exchangers and lines and yada yada, and it was 17 degrees out. 30 degrees to 17 degrees is a big deal in the boiler world. So I'd like to thank Matt for doing that video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, pretty cool. You can heat double. In theory, he was heating double the square footage for the same amount of wood. That's kind of neat. I love my Classic here. So thanks for watching, guys. God bless. Let me know what you think. And like I always say, we will see you guys out in the woods. Make sure you go over to Matt's channel, give him a subscribe. I want to see him jump to over 2,000 subscribers. He's got like 1,700 now. So let's get the ball rolling for him. So thanks for watching, guys. God bless. And like I always say, we'll see you guys out in the woods.